Welcome to Korean Cinema Channel. Today I would like to send you the following news. Picture this, a velvet-draped theater where whispers turn to wildfire, and two souls, forged in the quiet forge of unrequited glances, collide under spotlights that no substitute can dim. Enter When I Liked You Then, the short drama sensation that dropped like a secret confession in September 2025, starring Tong and Hae-in in a pairing so achingly sweet, it's ignited a fresh blaze across TV screens, shattering the charm circle's dusty playbook. No more cookie-cutter crushes or billionaire bait. This is raw, real-spinning romance that redefines the rules, where vulnerability isn't villainy, but the spark that scorches tropes to ash. Premiering on Douyin and Youku to 800 million views in 48 hours, it's not just a hit, it's a revolution, blending 90-second stabs of heartache with chemistry that hums like a hidden playlist on repeat. Tong, the 26-year-old heartthrob who's evolved from brooding sidekicks in Fortune Baby arrives, 2025, to magnetic leads and indie shorts, embodies Lee Han, a 28-year-old architect with ink-stained fingers and eyes that harbor blueprints of broken dreams. At 180 centimeters, his lean frame moves like measured blueprints, precise, poetic, laced with the quiet intensity of a man who's built walls to hide the cracks. Fans swoon over his subtlety, that half smile in the rain-soaked cafe reunion, where he traces her sketchbook's edge like it's the map to his missing years. Shu's off-screen aura, male model poise meets theater-trained depth, infuses Han with an authenticity that blurs fiction's edges, turning every hesitant touch into a promise unspoken. He's the everyman anti-hero, proving charm circles needn't orbit idols. Sometimes, it's the boy next door who eclipses the stars. Hae-in, 25 and radiant as a rediscovered Polaroid, slips into shockwing with the grace of a girl who's doodled destinies in margins. Fresh off the blood of youth, 2022, and Follow Your Heart, 2023, her wide-eyed wonder masks a storm, 168 cm of whirlwind whimsy, fingers flying over canvases that capture crushes too vast for words. As the illustrator who's loved from afar since high school halls, Yine nails the ache, her voice cracking on that fateful movie invite, popcorn tumbling like fallen stars when he ghosts into the ether. Their first collab crackles, sweet nothings laced with sharp symmetries, her bubbly rebellion softening his stoic shell in BTS clips that rack 200 million likes, fans dubbing them the asymmetry that aligns. No forced fireworks, it's the slow simmer of stolen sketches and midnight monologues, where Kwang's dark crush blooms into Han's reluctant revelation, subverting the substitute fog with truths that twist like torn tickets. What breaks the mold? The plot's unyielding intimacy, no grand galas, just the brutal beauty of almosts, Han's vanishing act, a sacrificial shield from family fractures that echo into her doppelganger engagement farce, Kwang's feigned frost thawing in a finale where blueprints become vows under flickering reels. Adapted from a dub and darling, it skewers industry stalemates, ditching damsels for duelists, uncles for equals, sparking a hidden love wave where creators chase emotional excavation over escapism. Weibo erupts, Yine's EP rewrote my rom-com rules, with edits splicing their laughs into lyric videos. It's 2025's quiet coup, proving sweet collaborations don't just trend, they torch the template, luring skeptics into the glow in the hush of half-empty seats and half-told tales. Whose shadowed sketch would you dare frame as your forever rule breaker in the short drama world? Hae-in, the male idol harvester, is so sweet she's almost sickeningly sweet. Who can resist? Girls, these days, watching dramas is even more addictive than going on blind dates. A young woman named Hae-in has become a reputable male idol harvester in the short drama world, quietly sharing sweet moments with a bevy of top-tier actors. To exaggerate, K-chun, Yang Peng-chin, Zhao Zhendong, Tong, every one of them isn't a high-quality male idol that many older women envy. Even more outrageous, not only does she partner with the male lead, but she always brings something new to the table, nailing the acting, the look, and the chemistry. Just imagine, how far has this female lead come? With the short drama market so challenging, can anyone still make it by selling sweetness? It's a mystery. The more she chews on this melon, the sweeter it gets. It's hard not to get excited. Just keep watching. The title of male idol harvester would be a pain in the ass for most people, but for Hae-in, it's effortless. The internet is abuzz with debate over her credentials. Some are slamming their fists, fuming, she's got so many amazing male partners, and she's the headliner of the atmosphere department. Does she really have superpowers? Meanwhile, fans are whispering, Sister Yiying doesn't rely on her looks, she relies on her acting and chemistry. Is that okay? The two teams are locked in a fierce back and forth, each vying for the upper hand. She's about to team up with Tong, and the sweetness warning is on full blast. Diabetics, bring your insulin. Comments are buzzing, any more sweetness and we'll doubt our youth. What new twists can this dramatic showdown have? But wait, there's a backup plan. The male god relay race is just beginning. Let's delve into this marathon of male lead partnerships. First, let's rewind to Kae-chun's debut. Their two unknowns in love has its own role, their first innocent encounter. Back then, Kae-chun was handsome but not as skilled as he is now. As for Yiying, honestly, her style hadn't yet developed, making her look a bit ordinary, her aura much less impressive than it is now. However, the audience's obsession with appearances made her instantly recognizable as a potential stock. Yang Pengqing, the sunny boy, entered the fray. Though younger, he was the opposite of Hae-in in terms of height, aura, and off-screen personality. But Yang Pengqing's cuteness overpowered her. Regardless of age, this pairing exuded a campus vibe that even northeastern corn porridge couldn't match. The most interesting character was Zhai's Hendong, the loyal man. Burning wild tenderness took a fresh, artistic approach. The two waited patiently at the gate on a snowy night, prompting netizens to call it a youthful regret. Others joked, this couple could turn a sweet drama into a sappy one. The audience was drooling over the melons. How could it not be a hit? Of course, there's no such thing as a constant high in sugar without getting cloyed. With the goddesses going all out and the male idols doting on her, the discussion outside the plot is gradually backfiring. Some netizens, while expressing their love for the show, are actually frowning. Is Hae-in playing with too many tropes? Why does she seem to be repeating herself in every episode? She's just being sweet all the time. Is it possible that everyone hasn't gotten enough? The fan base is immediately divided. Those who disagree say, it's just the same old tropes, regurgitating them. Isn't that what the heroine in the next short drama does? Supporters retort, she's just that charming. What's the need for innovation? We watch dramas just for fun. The discussion is becoming increasingly mixed, with aesthetic fatigue and repetitive style quietly creeping into trending searches, driven by traffic. The hit heroine is thus trapped in a superficial false calm. While seemingly full of excitement, the audience's appetite is actually growing more and more demanding. No matter how much gentleness and cuteness are added without some novelty, they quickly lose their appeal. At this point, Tong's arrival is like a bombshell, escalating the previously saccharine style. Tong is considered a top performer in the short drama world, having been praised by numerous prominent figures on niche variety shows. This time, she's teaming up with Zhai, and even just from the stills and leaked photos, it's astonishing. This chemistry is something so many production teams couldn't have dreamed up. In the promotional video, the two are incredibly sweet together, their former sweetness seeming like seasoning compared to now. Even more surprising, Tong's own promotional efforts have been instrumental, forcing her and Hae-in into a tightly knit interaction, leaving her fans stunned and exclaiming, I'm going to die with this. The nickname Male Idol Harvester has been upgraded to Sweet Drama Terminator, with some even jokingly saying, if they keep going, the country will have to limit sugar. Netizens overwhelmingly praised it, saying, I used to think youth dramas were all set pieces, but now these two are acting it out, and even my aloof roommate is grinning from ear to ear. A closer look reveals that the previous wave of male idols was just a side dish. Now that the big boss has arrived, the sweetness has exploded, leaving audiences ecstatic. The short drama market seems to have a new hit. Unfortunately, while things appear calm on the surface, undercurrents are surging. With such sweetness, skepticism is growing. How long do you think this CP shipping thing will last? Do audiences truly care about the actors, or are they being tricked by the script? Some veteran viewers are even observing with disdain, this hype is all hype. No matter how good the acting is, there's always a need for new tricks, right? This wave of sweetness, if kept in different forms, will get tiresome sooner or later. Once the market shifts, even if the goddess is the most popular, the popularity will vanish at any moment. How can we cope with the risk? Gradually, the divide between fan circles, audiences, and even the casual observers has become increasingly stark, with online arguments raging, your acting skills are at their ceiling, while mine is a future hit. There's even a sweetness crisis theory, will the bumps only bring temporary benefits? Will audiences turn away and abandon their fans? The drama of palace intrigue among producers, actors, and audiences is in full swing, with no reconciliation in sight. Undercurrents are surging in this world of sweet dramas. Who will have the last laugh? Honestly, everyone, whose youth hasn't been filled with sweet dramas? But these days, being a male idol harvester isn't something you can just get away with. Look at Hae-in's string of successful partnerships. If it were anyone else, they'd be praised for 3 years. But with all the sweetness, even we, the audience, are wondering, are we truly hooked on the plot or simply enjoying the CP? It's a mouthful of sugar-coated dramas, but too much sugar will eventually become grueling, and even Hollywood would have to admit defeat. It's a rough point, but the truth is, can you really stay popular in the short drama industry by relying on romantic leads? Hit dramas are popping up every day, and being a versatile female lead is the key to longevity in the industry. Regardless, Hae-in's current approach is refreshing, sparking a new wave of audiences watching dramas. It's hard to deny, all she needs is that northeastern manly line, "You're good, boy, you got it." Everyone's wondering, is Hae-in's wave of male idols a triumph of her acting skills, or a new twist on the short drama market's focus on looks and CP? Is it genuine sentiment from the audience, or a strategic game plan by the platform? Do you think she can keep her sweetness up, or will she eventually be dethroned by the audience for her excessive sugar content? Come and have a fight in the comments section, there are prizes. Thank you for watching my channel. See you in the next videos. Thanks.